Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Pete Alonso leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks. He'll barrel up the baseball. He'll hit the ball in the gaps. He'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill, Justin Steele. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The pitch. And there's a ball. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Kicks and deals. That clips the corner. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Over to first, and he's safe. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Marte aboard here at first with nobody out. Marte on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Next offering is down low, and the count is even 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. In the air, left field. Happ moving under it. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 3rd in the NL in RBIs this year. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. And the pitch. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Man on second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Good eye right there. Francisco Lindor up next. The kick, the 3-2. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Marte is waved home. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0. Sheesh. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Next one misses, and that is ball one. And a pitch. That misses. 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one upstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And there's ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Eduardo Escobar stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That misses, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on, 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it, and that is out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching Mets baseball on the show, NYC. Welcome back. And on the hill, a soft-tossing lefty, just like you, Chris, Jose Quintana.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Here's a speed threat, Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a pitch. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Here's the 0-2. Line drive. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ian Happ up to hit. And that's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Batting third, the shortstop,
Dansby Swanson stands in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And he deals. That one the other way. And a base hit around third. He'll score and then tie it. It's 1-1.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Here's the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom. And that's in there for strike one. And a pitch. Out in front and foul to the left side. No outs, runners at first and second.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him! And one out now.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And here is Seiya Suzuki in there for strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
0-1. And that one fouled off. Happ, the lead runner at second. Swanson over at first with one away. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball.
Slings to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at one apiece. You're dialed into the show. Second inning set to go. Here's Mark Canha.
The right fielder, number 19, Mark Canha.
The pitch. And that one a little bit high. And a strike in there. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's Tommy Pham. There's a strike.
0-1 for count.
Kicks and fires.
0-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
The 1-1 just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Good eye right there.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. And that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The pitch. Foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 1-2 stays alive. Tied up here in the early going. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the air, right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Squeezes it. Runner tags up for third. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter,
Starling Marte up to hit. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And it's even up. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, there's no hiding in this spot. Bases loaded now, and no more wiggle room for any more mistakes like that.
1 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the catch. Both runners tagging from second and third. To third, not in time to get him. He's safe as the run scores on the sac fly. As they jump ahead, a run scores. Jeff McNeil stands in. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Just missed. Pham, the runner at third. Marte at first. 2 out of the inning. Pitch is in there. And the count even at 1. 2 outs.
Yep, that ball went out.
This one in the air, right field. Suzuki makes the catch, inning over. So they pick up a run on no hits, but they leave 2 men on. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs 1. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Trey Mancini. The pitch. That smash towards center. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 7.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. In 2019, Cody Bellinger became the first Dodger player ever to collect the MVP, the Gold Glove, and the Silver Slugger in the same season. In there, and it's 0-1. Quintana, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is fouled back. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
A good fastball changeup combo has always been devastating for hitters, and that was a great example on that at bat. Changeup, fastball, changeup, and he goes down on just 3 pitches. And as a hitter, once you're down 0-2 in that spot, you have no idea what to sit on. You got a 50-50 chance when you guess. So I'm sure that changeup looked like a fastball almost the entire way to the plate.
Digging in, Luis Torrens. First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike. Top of the zone for a strike. And a count 1-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
On the ground, right side. Alonso steps on the bag, third out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, on to the 3rd inning. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 245 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Whips it across, and that takes care of Alonso.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Lindor, multi-time All-Star, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to him. Escobar batting 6th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Out there to center, Bellinger in a full sprint, and he makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Back here at the friendly confines as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now here's the veteran DH, Eric Hosmer. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike. Hosmer, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. Strike 2. Lined into left center, base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Nico Horner. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single and then came in to score. That one down the line and foul ball. Hosmer gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Next pitch misses inside, and now it's even 1-1. There's the strike. That one ripped, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner around second, and that's a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Inside corner, that's a strike, and it's 0-1. Outfield playing pretty shallow. On the ground right side, McNeil tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. Struck out swinging his first time.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And here it comes. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Kicks and deals. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. Patrick Wisdom circles the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season, and now they're out front. It's 4-2.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Hammered, base hit.
Now batting.
Trey Mancini now. He's 0 for 1.
Mancini.
That one's in there, 0-1.
His family owns Mancini Peppers, and you know, they produce up to 50,000 pounds of peppers a day. They got roasted peppers, fried, blanched, sweet, hot, tangy. Am I making you hungry over there?
Very hungry.
Well, the Mancini family has been farming in Florida since the 1940s.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Bellinger up to hit. That one's in there, and that's strike one. Left-hand hitter waits and fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Cubs had 2 on this homer. It's now 4. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Mark Canha.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Late swing, fouled off. And now the lefty. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. And a foul ball. The pitch. In the air out to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. And makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Canha at first, one gone. At the belt and fires. And that's too high.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
He goes down looking.
Everything in that at bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
Here's Starling Marte. First offering misses the mark. Tap back to the mound. Gets it to first, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back, and now the catcher comes up to him, Luis Torrens.
The catcher, Luis Torrens.
Quintana back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Got him swinging.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
And now it's Eric Hosmer. Singleton scored his first time. in there for strike one.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Next pitch is popped up. Escobar makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico.
So 2 down now, and here is Nico Horner. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Horner, a guy you think about with a strong baseball IQ, but just the overall smarts. He comes from an educational background. Both of his parents at one time taught at Stanford, and his mom currently is on the faculty at Cal. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, but no chance. That's an infield single.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next to hit, Ian Happ. There's the strike up high. 0-1. Horner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Here at Wrigley Field, now here is Brandon Nimmo. And a pitch. And that's outside. Movement in the bullpen. Kyle Hendricks getting loose out there. Sampson warming up as well. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. And now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And now it's even up. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Toss to Mancini. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Ball 1 low.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Into the bleachers and gone. Pete Alonso takes him deep. His 17th of the year. It's 4-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Justin Steele out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Kyle Hendricks.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Francisco Lindor, a guy who's won multiple Gold Gloves and a Platinum Glove, multiple All-Star appearances. Mr. Smile, what do you think of when you contemplate the player Francisco Lindor?
Just a special talent, both sides.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom. The wind of the pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one, 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
Not the best swing that time from the first round pick. On the ground at first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, the right fielder,
and now Seiya Suzuki, 1 for 2. Foul ball there. Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Mancini in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This is important. If he can go 1-2-3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. Nimmo ranging back some more, and gone into the home run basket. Trey Mancini goes deep, his 4th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-3.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, I had the chance to scout Cody Bellinger as a toddler. He used to come into the clubhouse after games there in Columbus, as his dad Clay was a catcher and a utility player on the team. And you could tell then that he had a pretty special swing.
Next offering is in for a strike. Cody Bellinger told me a funny story that as he was coming out of the cage one time as a little kid, Derek Jeter said to him, "Hey, you don't swing like your dad at all. You got a pretty good swing." And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2 strikes.
That one to first, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. Liner to second, and picked on the hop. Over to first. That's the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 5-3. Top 6, and now it's going to be Eduardo Escobar. You know, Chris, Kyle Hendricks went to Dartmouth, so he's known as the professor, but his teammates on the Cubs actually call him Carl. His good friend and former bullpen coach of the Cubs, Chad Noble, came up with that nickname, and it stuck for whatever reason. So you'll hear them on the field saying, "Come on, Carl." The 1-0. There's the strike.
Yeah, that's kind of how some people call you Bug instead of Boog.
This to third. Escobar out on the play.
The right fielder, number 19, Mark Canha.
So digging in, Mark Canha. Hendricks, a 6'3" righty, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2011. And that's in for a strike. That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Off the mark there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Out to short. Swanson fires over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, Tommy.
Now the left fielder, Tommy Pham. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Mancini, and that will end the inning. So they make short work of him there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Mets 3. Carlos Carrasco gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the Cubs catcher, Luis Torrens.
The catcher, Luis.
And the pitch. Slice the other way and foul. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. but that time a little anxious.
Now it's Eric Hosmer. And first offering is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And the righty deals. That's a little bit low. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Escobar puts it away for the out. And there are two down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Nico Horner now at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
0-2 now. Got him. That is the inning.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Hendricks back to work. There's a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
On the ground to short, Swanson. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
the center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that's in there for strike one.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
The wind of the pitch. And it's even up. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Mets. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here at the friendly confines. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. And the right-hander back to work. In for a strike. 0-1. Carrasco. He's known at least in part for his changeup, and it's not just about changing speeds. He gets some serious movement. Right-handed reliever. And downstairs.
And that movement is, I mean, really what makes the difference, because a hitter can know that the changeup is coming and try to time up his rhythm to connect, but when it has that late movement, you miss the bat, or maybe you get it off the end.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. 1 for 3.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks, Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
0-1 now. Swings through that one for strike 2. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball one.
The punch out there, 2 out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Stepping in, Seiya Suzuki. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. There's a strike. Wisdom off of first with 2 away. That one out to right, and that is that. Cubs leave 1, and it remains 5-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Michael Fulmer.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
McNeil.
And he deals. That one missed. Fulmer, a former Rookie of the Year, he features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Happ snags it on the run.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and fouls one off. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Man at first with one gone. So up next for New York, Francisco Lindor.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
Clips the outside corner. That's strike one.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Back-to-back singles. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Eduardo Escobar up now for the Mets.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Next pitch is popped up.
Infield fly. Batter's out.
The right fielder, number 19.
And now Mark Canha.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
On the ground to the left. Zips it across. That ends the frame. 2 left for the Mets. They're still down 5-3. Back here at Wrigley Field, on to the bottom of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Trey Mancini. John Curtis on to pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 46, gone.
And here it comes. That one drifts inside. There's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Kicks and fires. And there's a ball. Snags the liner back to the mound. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Little chopper rolls foul. And the 0-1. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Alvarez makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Luis.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ground ball up the middle. Lindor on to first. Play made. That ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Through 8 full. It's the Cubs 5 and the Mets 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brad Boxberger. He's been so good against lefties. And stepping in for New York, Tommy Pham. The pitch. And ball 1. Boxberger, in his 10th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Fires to first on the run. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Now he steps out as time is granted. Mets going with a pinch hitter, Omar Narvaez. 1 out and the base is empty for him. First pitch just misses. Righty to the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. And in one hops the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. First offering misses the mark. Narvaez, the runner at second with one away. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Goes to third for one.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So they're down to their final out. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Boxberger over to first. Marte back in standing.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball.
Marte on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or guys are going to be running all game.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Guys start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Tonight's main